Hello everybody and welcome to a new series on my channel called Palmwood Resort. Now, before everybody asks, I will still be doing the recreations. I'm rather enjoying making Tidal Wave at the moment, and I'm quite excited for my next recreation actually, so there may or may not be some teasers coming your way soon. But lately I've been a bit burnt out with making Tidal Wave, and I've also just had a ton of inspiration to build a resort in Planet Coaster, mainly from a video that I've recently seen, Planko Regency I think. Don't remember who made it unfortunately, but it's this beautiful resort with so much detail in it, and it's really surprising that there are no TMTK pieces in it whatsoever. So that just inspired me to start making a resort of my own. Now I do want this to be as realistic as possible, and I'm also taking inspiration from some of the tropical hotels that I've been to myself, to really make sure that it is realistic as possible, mainly because it's being based off of a hotel that actually does exist. Now you probably would have already realised that I am doing a voiceover for this series, mainly because it is Siri. I didn't know.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
No, I don't want to try again completely. No.
Okay then.
What I was trying to say is that this is going to be the only series where I have a voiceover, because I don't have anything to like copy, and you'll sort of want to know what I'm building. So at the moment I'm building a fountain that's in the middle of the roundabout for the entrance. Later on you will see me build or start building the entrance to the lobby, and the way this is going to work, there's going to be an entrance, and then there'll be like a long road or something that obviously goes to this area, and on the sides of the roundabout there will be paths branching off to different areas of the resort. I'm not too sure how common that is to happen in hotels, but I wanted it to be like that. I'm not going to actually build the entrance because it's too close to the actual entrance of the park, but I just chose to do it like this just because I preferred how I can expand on the hotel from the entrance. I'm considering adding a water park in here and have it for children as well as adults, but at the moment it's mainly leaning towards adults only. I probably will add in some features for kids, but at the moment I'm just going to focus on the entrance and the areas that will be branching off into like the pools and the beach and everywhere else. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments, and I may change parts about the hotel if you give me any good suggestions. But I do have a couple ideas that I want to add, as well as the water park if I end up doing that. I would like to add restaurants that are themed to different countries, because every hotel I've been to that seems like a common thing, and plus that means I can finally use some of the music from the World's Fair pack, because I do like the sound of the music they have in there, but I've never found any way to use it, so that'll be nice. Here you can see I've just made the entrance to the lobby. I've started the entrance to the lobby using these temple door pieces, I think they are. I've actually never used this piece before, so I think I found a quite nice place to use them. Same for the marble flooring, never used that piece either, but most hotels have marble floor, so obviously I'm going with the safe option and doing the same thing. Now that I am actually doing voiceover, I think it'll be a nice time to actually thank a couple people. First off, I want to just thank Loakin for helping the channel out. He's let me use stealth, which is just amazing, and he's been showcasing Galactica on his channel without me even asking, and it really does mean a lot. So thank you for that. I would also like to thank Theme Park LB and DJB Coasters. They've just been helping the channel out as well, just by supporting me along the way. That I really do appreciate that as well. I'd also just like to thank all the new people that have found my channel. I think I mentioned this in a live stream actually, but the live stream miserably failed because of my internet died, so I had to end it early, but these things happen. Just used the barrier pieces actually. I mean, I put some glass in them, which I saw from Planker Regency. Thought that'd be nice to add at the front. Just added in those pillars as well that I talked about earlier, I think, anyway. Well, I've added them in now, if I never mentioned it earlier, I don't remember. Now, because for the realism, I'm adding in a disabled ramp. I think what we're going to do is the other side too, but I don't end up actually showing that. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm not really a coaster builder. I do recreations, but I'd much rather just build normally than make coasters. That is also another reason why I started this hotel. Now for the design on top of the pillars, that was like the 5th time trying. I did struggle to get a pattern that I liked on top, but I ended up I've just cut that out because it's not very interesting to watch me place things and delete things, and plus this video's quite long anyway. I think I'm about to just do the same thing but for the door using the barrier method, if it's a method. Using these castle windows as concrete walls because they're just so much more versatile than the in-game grid pieces. Oh, I hate those so much. You can't really do much with them unless you create like tons of buildings, but I just don't like doing that because it's not very easy to work with, so using these instead. Now I'm going to leave you for a little bit with some lovely royalty free music while I finish off the front of the lobby. Right, we've now moved on to the interior of the lobby. The front of the lobby is just going to be like a seating area where guests would obviously come in and then they can sit around here while they wait to be checked in, or I will hopefully be building a bar nearby so that maybe guests can come in, get served drinks and then get checked in. I don't really know, but they could, if this was real, they could just be spending the night here playing cards or whatever. Just building a simple glass table here. The front of the lobby will be symmetrical, so everything I build on this side will be the exact same on the other side. At the moment I'm just starting to build a, what is this, a glass panel wall. I'm not really sure what it's called, but this is inspired from one of the hotels that I've been to. I could just show a picture of it now, hopefully, if I remember. That's basically what I'm trying to make, but very loosely, because obviously I don't want to copy, we need to be different. Just making the glass darker by just spamming it in a way. It makes gives like a mirror effect. It looks quite nice for how I'm using it here. Then we're just going to add a back to it just so you can't see through it. These TMTK pieces are actually quite useful too. And then we're just adding some more seats, obviously. I'm not too sure where I am going to build the bar. It might be in one of the corners or on one of the sides, I'm not too sure. Adding a ceiling to this. We're going to try and vary the heights of the ceiling just to make it different, and then I do use this a lot, use these spooky wall lights to give these little spotlight effects. I have moved quite a bit from here. I've just duplicated that, I've just copied over that wall, and now to fill in the gap I'm adding a water feature. I think with this lobby it's just, because it's quite simple, it looks quite nice, and I want to go posh, but I don't want to go like, as in like it's really really expensive, because if this will be made for children as well, for like families, then obviously it wouldn't be super duper expensive. Just smoothing the air conditioning vents there. Obviously this will be air conditioned, but usually they have the vents quite high because obviously cold air sinks. Here's a little trick that I saw from Planko Regency. If you can use gems to like water, and they do work quite well. I've seen he used what is it? He used the gems for like a fire effect, or like a campfire. It was quite nice. Right, we have skipped even more forward now. Apparently I forgot to hit record. I did not show me making that sign because it is the exact same process. Well, if you've seen my tidal wave making the sign video, then it is the exact same process. Get a billboard and then just copy it with beams, and then you get this lovely sign. I don't get too much of the interior done. It's just trying to get it to a point where I know where I'm going to go with it next. Oh, these candy canes, I use these quite a lot. I never realised how useful they were. So the door on that I'm just putting the sign on now, there's obviously the door to get to the check-in area. That I was going to make men and women's toilets separate from two doors, but I couldn't really find any signs that had them separate, so that is now a meeting room, and the toilets will be at the end. I'm not going to show building them, but I will show the end product at the end of the video. Just going through my TTK items, trying to find the signs there. Just going to finish off this hallway. There again, using the windows as concrete, because it looked like, if that was a normal grid piece, it wouldn't be able to do that. It was that would be quite difficult to do. And there we have it. Wonderful toilets. Nothing special. They're just there to look nice. Obviously, realism. We've got to have the disabled toilets in there too. But that is about it for today's video. I hope everyone that's watching this will enjoy the series, because I'm enjoying it a lot at the moment. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry that you had to sit through my awful commentary. I'm not very good at it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video of me making Tidal Wave. Goodbye.